Well, I always ask Jake this, but who's the juice players of the day today?
Juice player was Deion Henley on defense.
Who was it on offense?
It was the young running back. I can't think of his name right now.
Jenkins?
Jalen Jenkins. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Just through 3 days, kind of your impression of the defense. It seemed like days 1 and 2, they really dominated the offense. Maybe got a little bit of the upper hand today at points.
Yeah, I mean we're still in install, day 3 install. We're a lot more aggressive with the volume of calls and the volume of defense that we're running. We're also getting 4 groups through that are getting all team reps. So a lot of young guys are getting reps too on both sides of the ball, and we're really developing each other on both sides. Has
there been 1 or 2 freshmen that have really stood out to you so far?
We got a few, you know what I'm saying? So like Rashad Jennings, starting up front, he's done a really nice job for us. Hudson Cedarland, at linebacker, he's continuing to develop. He was here in the spring with us. In the back end, Reese Sylvester and Tony Carter and Javen are doing a great job.
Just specifically at linebacker, you obviously have a lot of veterans there with Dayon and Travion, but has there been anyone that's caught your eye? You mentioned Hudson, but anyone else that's kind of really stood out that has taken some big strides since the spring?
Yeah, I mean, really all of them have, and we feel like we have 5 or 6 guys that are going to help us this year. So, really all those, Gavin, our sophomore to KT, Kyle Thornton, our junior, Ben Wilson, he's a senior year. He hasn't played a ton, but he's having a great camp. So guys are just continuing to develop, and we're going to see once we get in our first scrimmage, just, where we really are at when we start going live. But right now it's just thud, and we're trying to keep each other up and trying to make each other better.
I think one guy we haven't seen out here is Tariq Al-Luke. I noticed, I think, maybe a month ago he had posted something on Instagram about an injury. Do you kind of have an update on him and what his status will be for the year?
Yeah, I can't comment on that.
Could you name maybe your top tone-setting player through 3 days, and then who do you want that? Is there somebody that you've tasked specifically with taking on that role?
Yeah, I mean, just energy-wise, more is caught than taught, and Brendan Jackson, he always brings it. His energy, his effort, it's incredible. RJ Stone, even though he's not out there, he's still out here with the team. He's still our team leader. He's the vocal leader, and when he gets the pads on, he's also gonna be a guy that's really gonna set the tone for us.
In terms of scheme and techniques that you're introducing, how far away? Or obviously we know that it's a kind of a smoother transition with you guys sharing philosophies and everything. But with the stuff you're introducing, how far along would you say you guys are right now in kind of the installation process of that, and how much did you get done in the spring?
Yeah, I mean the foundation has been set, and new little wrinkles here and there. You really try to make it all look the same, and even though it may be a little bit of change, the way you're successful with that is how you deliver it. And so, with the little wrinkles that we brought, they were just wrinkles that, that were going to be introduced at some point anyway, just because our system and the way we coach it is pretty sound and pretty, it's been streamlined between, what Coach Dicker installed here before and what I'm bringing, coming in. So it's just about third-year development, continuing to move our guys forward, and ultimately it's not the calls that make you successful, it's the ability to run the football and tackle.
This might be a tough one. How would you sort of, self-define your coaching style and your philosophies?
Yeah, I want these guys to know that I love them, and really the definition of love is willing the good of another, and I just personally want what's best for these guys. You know what I mean? And if I really do love them, I'm thinking about them and their development and how good they're going to become. And if they reciprocate that and show that they're fully committed and they really want to be successful, they're going to get everything from me.
A couple of position battles, middle linebacker and free safety. How are those progressing, and kind of how close are those between those guys competing for them?
Right now it's too early to tell, but I know those guys are really committed, and we feel really good about our depth there.
I'm asking all the players this, so figure I'll get your take as well. You get to put music on in the locker room. Who are you playing?
Oh, man, I got the most eclectic music collection you ever see. Everything from, country music to old school rap. Jordan Lee introduced me to Little Dirk the other week. I thought that was pretty cool. I listen to everything. I mean, Michael Bublé to classical to to Christian gospel. I mean, everything. So I really have probably the most eclectic music taste you've ever seen.
But if you have to pick one, who's the one?
You got to tell me the mood. Like what is the atmosphere?
We'll say
environment?
pregame. We'll say pregame before game.
Oh, pregame. Okay, I try to get into my calm. I mean, again, I got to call the game. I don't have to play it. Okay, so I'm listening to something inspirational, something that kind of gets my gets me pretty steady, and it might be some country, some Christian, and maybe some Michael Bublé to get me going before a game. It's kind of weird, but that's what it is.
And the last thing I just want to ask you mentioned RJ's not fully participating. We've seen Armani just kind of observing with guys like that who are obviously, I think it's fair to say, pretty solidified in their spots. Is it more for them now just kind of helping to mentor and kind of bringing the energy, and obviously with RJ, the vocal leadership in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, they're all doing a great job of communicating, and okay, I'm gonna say we're doing a good job. I don't want to overuse that word great. I just, with the leadership and again with the foundation and the culture, that's been laid, on the defensive side of the ball. I'm just trying to add my little wrinkles and hopefully just continue with the development and moving forward.